Next up, please put your hands together for Screens!
Hi, our team is called Screens, and what the problem we wanted to solve is we wanted to introduce a new way to connecting phones, connecting devices. So what exists now is stuff like bump, maybe. We wanted to go past that, something that is fresh, new, innovative, creative, and easier. And we worked, and the engine we came up with is this, relies on swiping. Notice that one of those is an Android phone. We wanted something that is multi-platform. Oh, yes! Waited. Thank you. And so this is nice engine that we bought. And then at some point we had the thought, so what are we going to build with this? What's an opportunity? So we went around and asked a lot of people and did a little survey. And what came out the most wanted thing was some sharing. So we implemented record time a photo sharing app where you can just share your photo with a swipe. That's it. And there is a tremendous range of possibility enabled by this. And I would like to give this to my friend Dave.
Okay, so based on the technology we built, we see a bunch of opportunity, multi-screen games to play with multiplayers, or data sharing, just like Bump, but sharing with different kind of user experience. And the third is the payment. And my personally, as a business background, I really like anything related to money. So I studied some data about payment. What we see is that payment in e-commerce is a booming industry in the future. And what we know is PayPal is the company who dominated this market so far. And we're trying to think about a niche that we can fit ourselves in. And what is that? So we searched the data from our competitors. There's huge competition, so many businesses trying to get into this market. And we'll come up with something. How about we help the second competitor in the market to compete with the biggest company? What right now PayPal is doing is trying to collaborate with Bump to create another company called Bump Pay. But the thing is, how about the second competitor in the market? And I think that is the thing we can create. We can create another paying system for the second company in the market, and I think that is something for us as an acquisition strategy. So finally, I want to invite our greatest team to come to the stage. Please, Giovanni, Alvin, David, Antoine. And thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you. Oh no, this with me.
Okay, I guess I'll take the first question then. So I see this really cool feature, but what's the business around it?
Yes, those opportunities that we have polled here is about maybe Facebook sharing, like to become friends with a swipe, stuff like that. I think it depends on the application layer that is built on top of the engine.
So you want to be a component and sell it to people with applications?
Potentially, yes. Build those killer app ourselves or license it or some sort of business model like that.
And did you spend the weekend building the technology or thinking about different ways to make money, or both?
Both.
Both. Basically, we're trying to find out the best market share, a list, target some market we can target on, and find out the best market business model for that. Because right now we didn't release this technology, but we have to find out where exactly we are going. And we think that we can come up with something like game industry or online payment or data sharing. But the thing is, we had to find out our unique competitive advantage, and that is the thing which was related to money.
But the only thing in your presentation is that you're saying payment is not a good application. That's the only thing I got from your presentation.
No, it's not. It's like what I think is that Bump collab with PayPal. But the thing is, there's so many online transaction companies that deal with this market. But the thing is, they don't have a chance to work with PayPal. So how about we pitch our ideas to all these companies?
And how are you going to deal with securely identifying whose phones are being swiped together so that the payment doesn't go to some random person?
Yes, this is a very crucial point, and I have in mind a system of keys and a lot of technical details that we obviously didn't have time to address in the weekend. But yes, we are concerned with security.
What's the difference with bump?
What's the difference with bump?
Yeah, because there you have to, I guess you have to bump instead of swiping. Is that the difference, or is it a multi-platform difference?
So here, one of the biggest thing with bump is that we allow also multi-device sharing. So imagine now you've seen 4, but maybe there might be 6 one day.
And bump is only 2.
You have one photo or your one contact. You swipe across 6 phones, and there's your contact. Oh yes.
Can I try? Yeah, for bump, you need to synchronize the moment where the 2 phones bump to each other. So that's a synchronizing thing with a GPS signal. What we can do here with swipe, it could be a key that we draw on the screen. So you would have to recognize a certain pattern, and that would be slightly increased security compared to a timestamp. So that would be basically
okay.
the
So
idea here.
a multi-device touch-based identification, can that be patented? Have you checked that?
We thought about this, but we haven't. Yes.
Well, we thought that we needed to patent it, but our mentor said, well, the patent in Europe is not going to work. Yeah? So you need it to be, work on the functionality that you're going to provide for these developers, right? So a patent here, maybe in the States, what you said before, but here in Europe, it's not going to work. It's not going to give you any security.
All right, thank you very much.